When I met him, I had a full-time job and was going to school. Yeah, I was doing really good when I met him.
Human trafficking I typically explain as anything that is exchanged without consent. And so this idea of sex trafficking in specific would be any kind of sexual act in exchange for goods for anyone.
There is human trafficking where people get kidnapped and taken across the country, but then there's also like human trafficking here.
A lot of the commercial sexual exploitation of people is starting online, and so you don't really see it out in front of people like you used to years ago, and that's why it's so hard to bring up the topic of human trafficking, is people don't realize that it's actually happening in their communities unless they're looking for it.
Most of my experiences were in hotels. Probably for 6 years of my life I was living in hotels.
I think it's, just the transient nature of the room. It's a place you can come and fairly cheaply rent for a day and then vanish.
I have yet to talk to a human trafficking victim who hasn't at some point in their exploitation been involved in a hotel. It's not that the hotels are doing this on purpose, it's just this is where people come and go a lot.
Oftentimes people think that others are unsuspecting, but if hotel staff are suspecting and aware and a heightened alert to look for signs of trafficking, that's something that can save people.
If they don't know what to look for, it's really hard to prevent it from happening. So I think the more that we can train our staff, the more they can have ideas on what to be looking out for and then how to identify patterns, we have a better chance of preventing it from happening.
Changing that mindset to we can talk about it because it's not unique to one property. It's not unique to one community. This issue is pervasive and growing, and so the challenge is encouraging people to look at it as we're all in this together. It's not a shameful thing to have this activity happen. It's only shameful if you're not working together to address the steps to stop it.
I would say that our goal is to eliminate it, and that's a lofty goal. Legally and philosophically, we can only take care of the city of Eau Claire, but you got to start somewhere.
With the Be Aware campaign, we are launching it in the Chippewa Valley. What we would love to see is 100% participation with the properties, hospitality properties in the area. We'd love to see 85–90% of employees at these properties trained to spot human trafficking.
Not one single hotel can do it, not one single person can do it. I mean, the police can do all the, bulletins and memos they can, and First Freedom can do all the fundraisers, but unless we are really active in the hotels and educate our staff and prevent it, nothing's gonna do. It takes a collaborative effort to stop this.
My point I would like to get across is that people need to be aware so they can prevent it.
To have the hotels be a key part of knowing what to look for and what to watch for, we can really put a stop to human trafficking in our area.